English channel. My name is Shubham Sagar. Today we have to talk about our nations and equality imaginary concept and the source which we are referring for this particular topic. We keep on talking about nationalism, right to equality. Do they actually exist, or something else is going on here? So the source for this particular topic is Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. And if you have read this particular book, you can post it in the comment section that yes sir, I have read this particular book, or I have read it partly, not completed it entirely, whatever. And if you like this particular book, and you can again post that also, or if you feel like there is something which is not correct here, you can post that also. So according to Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari, and in that particular book, chapter 6 is about building pyramids, and there Yuval Noah Harari has talked about something. So let's take one by one both these concepts. Nationalism, is it an imaginary concept? Is it just an illusion? Or equality? So if you talk about equality per se, let's look around yourself. You will see, and that's what Yuval Noah Harari is saying, or Sapien is saying, that there is no objective validity of equality. If you look around yourself, we are all different. We are different biologically. We are different economically. So there is no such thing called, equality. If we talk about equality in different domains, it's all about survival. It's all about evolution. And what is equality according to Sapien? It is just an imagined order. If you want to maintain sanity in society, you have to give this particular, totika, so to call, to people, that yes, there is equality. But again, look around yourself. We all are different, be it biologically, economically, or any other dimensions. Exceptions are always there, but more or less, we are all different biologically and economically. Then there is a very interesting quote, and this is an excerpt from Sapiens, where Voltaire is saying that there is no God, but don't tell that to my servant lest he murder me at night. Similarly, Sapien is saying that there is no such thing called, natural right or human rights. Homo sapiens has no natural rights, just as spider, hyenas and chimpanzees. It's all about survival of the fittest. It's all about who is ruling whom. And believe me, somebody is ruling somebody. And equality is just a myth, according to Sapiens. And they are saying that, but yes, we cannot tell this to our servant, that there is no equality. You will keep on serving us. Otherwise, there is a chance that they will murder us at night rather. So again, hope you're understanding this thing. Equality is just a myth according to Sapiens. And again, remember this, we are different biologically, economically, etc., etc. Now there are three concepts stated by Sapiens. One is objective, second is subjective, third is intersubjective. If you understand these three terms, you will understand the whole rationale what we are talking about. So objective is gravity is there. Even if you believe it or don't believe it, gravity is there. Subjective is, let's say I am saying that there is a friend of mine who is a very, he's a very good boy. Or who is a good boy? He's a good boy. So again, this is relative. He may be a good boy or he may not be a good boy. That can change from people to people. So this is subjective in nature. Then there is something known as intersubjective. Law, money, God and nation. These are all intersubjective, This is an imagined order. So let's say I will understand, I make you understand what is this intersubjective concept. Let's say I am a citizen of a country called US. Let's take another country's name just to be safe. Let's say I don't believe in this country called US and what they are doing. I don't believe in that. So in that scenario, just my belief will not matter. US will and the country will continue to exist. But let's say I become Martin Luther King Jr. or, a guy who has many followers, and that increases and increases and reaches to a certain point where most of the people don't believe in the country called US, then this whole system will collapse. There will be a new imagined order. There will be a new country with a new name. And that is what is intersubjective is. Objective, subjective and intersubjective. Sapiens go as far as stating that they are saying that nationalism is a deadly epidemic. And there they have taken the example of India, Pakistan along with other examples. That see what has happened because of nationalism. So many people had died and they keep on dying because of this epidemic called nationalism, which exists here, there and everywhere. And then Sapiens talk about something called internationalism. That world is moving from nationalism towards internationalism. If you think about UNFCCC, UNCCD, UNCBD, United Nations, WTO, WHO, so many organizations, UNESCO. So you will realize not one country is calling the shots right now. You may feel like US is a superpower, this and that. Anything and everything which is happening in our, in our world, it's not about one single player. Russia versus Ukraine is not about one single player. So the world is moving from nationalism towards internationalism according to Sapiens. And nationalism is just a myth. It's intersubjective, objective, subjective, and intersubjective. And again, there is a concept called Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and which, and that what's even sapiens believe in, that whole world is one family and we are moving towards internationalism. I will ask you some question, you have to answer it, and this is again a question which is important from every exam perspective. This phrase Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, rather, there are 3 statements given on this, and you have to state how many of these statements are correct. And yes, whatever is your answer, you can post it in the comment section. And then the question is, and the question for you is, do you believe in what Sapien is saying, or you are like, no, sir, Sapien is just a facade and it is overly exaggerated book. I don't believe in everything which is stated in, Sapien. Or do you think, no, sir, it makes sense? Nationalism and equality are actually imaginary concept. It does not exist in reality. It is just, intersubjective in nature, or what we have just discussed. We are not biologically, economically equal, and it is just an imagined order to maintain sanity in society. So whatever is your view regarding this particular topic, you can post it in the comment section. Your comments matter because they enrich in the discussion and we get different perspective as well. If you want me to share this particular PDF with you, you can join my Telegram channel, Fun Study with Shubh, because study should be fun. And there I will also post the answer of this particular objective question which I just asked. Our March batch, UPSC IAS English, StudyIQ IAS English, March batch is starting from 7th March. If you want to be a part of it, join at the earliest. You can use the code which is given there, SHS Live, to get maximum discounts. This is Prelims and Mains Residential Program. There is full refund on clearing prelims, 11,000 reward if you are a monthly top performer, and then there is interview guidance program as well, because this is P2I, Prelims to Interview batch. Fine, sir and ma'am. So that's it from my side. Whatever is your view regarding these 2 concepts, nationalism and equality, reality or illusion, you can post it in the comment section. We'll look forward to your comments.